Welcome to another episode of Follow the Brand. I am your host, Grant McGaw, CEO of 5-Star BDM, a 5-star personal branding and business development company. I want to take you on a journey that takes another deep dive into the world of personal branding and business development using compelling personal story, business conversations, and tips to improve your personal brand. By listening to the Follow the Brand podcast series, you will be able to differentiate yourself from the competition and allow you to build trust with prospective clients and employers. You never get a second chance to make a first impression. Make it one that will set you apart, build trust, and reflect who you are. Developing your 5-star personal brand is a great way to demonstrate your skills and knowledge. If you have any questions for me or my guests, please email me at grant.mcgaugh, spelled M-C-G-A-U-G-H, at 5-star BDM, B for brand, D for development, M for masters.com. Now let's begin with our next 5-star episode on Follow the Brand. Having the ability to help change someone else's life is a great responsibility. It comes with the possibility to accomplish your dreams and aspirations to encourage you to continue and complete your education by providing the resources you need to be successful. Alwyn Leiba says, "It is a great feeling when the light of understanding ignites within his students." He makes sure the students get the best opportunity to complete their coursework and not let life's challenges get in the way of getting their education. Dr. Leiba is an accomplished leader who currently serves as Dean for the School of Health Sciences at Miami Dade College, where he implemented numerous allied health programs to meet workforce needs. Before being named Dean for the School of Health Sciences, Dr. Leiba served as chairperson and associate professor in the School of Health Sciences. As Dean, Dr. Leiba provided strategic leadership for the School of Health Science. He is committed to students by offering personalized attention and transformational learning opportunities. Before joining Miami Dade College, Dr. Leiba served as a faculty member at Anthem College and Sanford Brown College. His professional experience is extensive, including practicing in the dental arena for more than 20 years. During his tenure at Miami Dade College, he secured several grants to assist students in their educational journey. He also spearheaded several new programs and assisted in revamping program curriculums to meet the needs of the 21st century. Dr. Leiba has served in various leadership roles, such as the first African American president of the Florida Dental Hygienists Association and South Florida Dental Hygienists Association. He also served as the National Association of Health Services Florida member at large. He represents Miami Dade College's medical campus Black Belt initiatives, which was designed to increase, encourage, and support the inclusion and educational success of Black male students at Miami Dade College, and was instrumental in forming the Mu Beta Tau Minority Brothers Together, the campus chapter of the BMI. In 2016, Dr. Leiba was honored with the Florida Dental Hygiene Association Swan D. Knowles Achievement Award and was the recipient of Legacy Magazine Black Leaders of Today and Tomorrow Award, and in 2021, he was awarded with Legacy Magazine Top Black Educator Award. Dr. Leiba is a member of the American College of Healthcare Executives, National Association of Health Services Executives, National Society of Leadership and Success, American Association of Community Colleges, American Dental Educational Association, Florida Allied Dental Educators, American Dental Hygiene Association, Florida Dental Hygiene Association, South Florida Dental Hygiene Association, and Association of Florida Colleges. Dr. Alwyn Leiba holds an associate of Science and an Associate of Arts from Miami Dade College, a Bachelor of Science degree from St. Petersburg College, a Master of Business Administration with a concentration in Healthcare Management from American Intercontinental University, and a Doctor of Philosophy degree from North Central University. Dr. Leiba is married with 2 teenage boys, and his favorite quote is, "The surest way not to fail is to determine to succeed." Let's welcome Dr. Alwyn Leiba to the Follow the Brand podcast, where we are building a 5-star brand that you can follow. Welcome, everyone, back to Follow the Brand podcast. Today, I have a local hero. I call him a hero because he has helped so many of our local citizens to get, first of all, get an education, to get guidance, to get that next path forward. I don't know how many people in the audience know, but Miami Dade College is one of the largest colleges. I'm pretty sure like city colleges or county colleges, I can't remember the designation, in the entire country. It's fantastic that we have this resource at our disposal with all the different campuses and the capabilities that they have to educate our students to take their place in society and to our community is fantastic. So I'm going to bring Alwyn to the stage. We're going to talk to Alwyn a little bit. He's the dean over there at Miami Dade College. He runs the healthcare program there. We're going to know a little bit more about what that's all about, what he's all about, and kind of bring him to the mic and have a candid conversation about why this is so passionate for Alwyn. So Alwyn, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Sir, how are you? Well, first of all, Happy New Year, man.
Happy New Year.
And thank you for inviting me to that podcast. I'm really, really happy to be here to talk about Miami Dade College. Miami Dade College is, one of the most diverse institutions in the nation. There are 167 nations and 63 languages that are represented within our student body throughout the 8 campuses that we have. For me specifically, I serve as the Dean for the School of Health Sciences at Miami Dade College Medical Campus, which is located in the healthcare district, right about between Jackson and University of Miami. So we see all the healthcare students that wants to be healthcare professionals, if that's nursing or allied health professions. We also, Miami Dade College also represent 40% of the healthcare workers in Miami-Dade County. So there's a high probability or possibility that if you get sick or injured, you will be meeting one of our graduates. So you can see the passion that I have for this college, and especially the medical campus, because I'm also a graduate of the medical campus.
Well, tell now, Alwyn, you go a long way. We met like 3-4 years ago as part of the National Association of Health Services Executives. We connected, I think it was over at Kaiser University when I first met you. I said, man, what you're doing is so impactful. I'd like for you to be a part of what Scie is doing and to invite you to be a part of our board and our at-large member. And now I'm totally getting that vision again, because I think we were down there by the Miami Jewish Hospital. That's when I think that's when I very first laid eyes on you. We got to talk, and it was wonderful. And we said, hey, we've got to get the message out there, what we're doing. Healthcare is just huge. It's huge. It's 1.2 or $3 trillion economy just in the United States, which represents, I think, top 10 in the world. So the opportunities are massive. And when you look at institutions that you just talked about, like Jackson, like University of Miami, and then take a look at all the other institutions that are here just in South Florida and the impact. So my question is, how did you get started in this? I mean, go way back. Like, what was Alwyn doing 10, 20 years ago? What were your thinking was, and then how you got to this point in your time in your life?
That's actually a great question, and that's one thing I have the pleasure of telling the students is my story. How did I get here, right? And I remember, registering at Miami Dade College Medical Campus and completing the dental hygienist program or the dental hygiene program. So dental is my world. And I remember at the time saying to the program director, I said, I'm going to finish my degree and I'm going to go on and get an advanced degree. And then I'm going to come back and work for Miami Dade College because it has changed my life. And I want to be able to have the ability to help change someone else's life. And I did just that. I went away for a couple of years, worked in patient care sector and went back and got a master's degree and came back and worked for the college. And while I was here, it afforded me to continue and work on my doctorate and pursued that. And in the process, I was able to work my way to associate professor and then chairperson in the School of Health Sciences. And right now I sit in the seat and serve as the dean for the School of Health Sciences. So, and I say that because sometimes a student, especially a younger student, may not know what they want to become or where in the healthcare sector they want to go, or where do they see themselves, are they a part of, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to show that it is possible to work hard, study hard, and be able to accomplish whatever dreams or aspirations that they may have. I serve here as a mentor for our Black Male Initiative, which is Mu Beta Tau. And what we do, we try to, encourage minority male students to continue, not drop out because of things that may be out of your control at home or on the job or whatever else is going on. We have Miami Dade College provide all the resources that you need to be successful. Just take advantage of it, and you will be successful. So that's my thing. As a faculty member, as a professor in the classroom, it's always a joy for me to see I call it the light bulb moment. When I'm explaining something to the students at the beginning and they start looking a little lost, and as the concept and keeps going, you see the light bulb starts to flicker and it's turned on. And then I see that from my end and I say, there you go, now you got it. So that's always a good feeling. And then being in the administrative role, I'm able to help on a different level when there's students that cannot afford classes, to try to find them scholarships in order for them to be able to continue their studies. Or if they're in need of tutoring, we try to find the resources possible so that the student can be successful. And that's what I enjoy about Miami Dade College, is that we put the student first.
Well, what you just said there is that you seriously care about the student population. Like, if they're willing to listen, like, tell me your story. What's really going on? Don't be, ashamed of the situation. We all have gone through trying times. There's probably not a lot that you could say that I have not heard. So let's talk about it. Family problems come up, financial problems, come up. You might, relocation. I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen. But if you don't talk to an individual like yourself, like, Dean, this is what I'm going through. Here's my situation. Here's my problem. And I think one of the thermometers that you probably use, like how strong do you want this? What is your passion about this? Do you want to complete this with all your heart? Because if you find that passion, you find that way. If you want to be a healthcare provider, you want to be in the life sciences world, you want to be a part of that community, then you can overcome these challenges, and you can work with you to help you do that. So I think that is wonderful. So tell us a little bit more about just the curriculum that you are responsible for. Give us an eye view of what that's like.
So right now, I oversee 25 different allied health professions. That goes from any of the imaging field, meaning radiography, sonography, nuclear medicine, to clinical laboratory sciences, histotechnology, and the gamut goes on and on. And we're constantly, adding new programs. This fall, we were able to add an associate degree in surgical technology and a bachelor's in medical laboratory sciences. And we are in the process right now of creating an associate degree in health services management. So absolutely. So I know that's close and dear to our association, and we'll definitely get them involved in this, because I want to be able to attract those students that would like to be in the healthcare sector, but not necessarily want to work on patients, right? Don't want to do the physically patient care, but they are instrumental in being in the healthcare sector, but not on the patient side. So that's what we're looking into. So we're hopefully be able to launch that next year.
Wow, that's wonderful. The reason I say that is because the healthcare ecosystem. Now, I'm in IT. I don't work with patients at all, but I work within healthcare. Healthcare has so many facets. You can be in finance and you can work in healthcare. You can be just a business administrator and you're working in healthcare. You could be in the legal profession and work within healthcare. So there's many, many, many different avenues that you can grow into. And one of the things I do definitely like, I've heard so many different people talk about, they got an education at Miami Dade College and they come out and they're ready to work. They have the knowledge and the skill set to get employment, which is very, very necessary, and to move the needle forward. Do you have affiliations like to help? So now I'm about to graduate. Do you help the employees now, with that first career job move?
Oh, absolutely. And that's what I want to go back to stating, that we have here the resources that a student needs to be successful, right? So not only that we assist them while they are in the programs, but once they graduate, we try to find them opportunities also. So we do have career fairs and job fairs that are put on every semester throughout the college. But most importantly, because we're in the healthcare sector, one thing that the student has to do is go to their clinical rotations. One thing we tell our students is this: the first day on the clinical rotation is the first day of that job interview. And we say that because most of our students are hired right where they did their clinical rotation. So they always want to put their best foot forward at all times, right? We have a lot of our faculty members that are still working in the healthcare field that holds the management position or a supervisory or a director's position. So that also helps the students to get a foot in, right? Because they are working with those professors. The professors know who they are. They know their skill set. They're training them, so they know the product that they're receiving. So to answer your question, yes, we do have, different avenues where we can assist the student with getting job opportunities. But as you know, Grant, with the healthcare sector, we really don't have a problem finding jobs. We, especially now in this pandemic, we are actually short staff of healthcare providers. Yeah. So we're in a space right now where we need to figure out how to get more healthcare workers in the field to be able to support the needs that's out there.
I know that's very important. I hear it all the time, the labor shortage, the nurse shortage, just in general. I mean, there's shortages in all the industries right now about what's going on, because there is a change in our demographic. So there's a lot of people out there, especially if you're younger, you're in your mid-career, still a lot of growth that you can get into, especially in the healthcare sector. And I wanted to talk about that just a little bit from a challenges standpoint, meaning And I've heard this a lot of times that people, they ended up studying a certain course work in healthcare, and then they get into not so much the profession, they got a taste of what it was going to be like, and they realize, oh my God, no, I can't do this. This is not for me. How do you handle those situations?
That's actually a good question because, it happens all the time. My mom is a nurse. I want to be a nurse. My dad is this. I want to do that. And then they come in and realize it's not for them. One thing that we have here, at the campus is this: a student can come in and shadow, right? We have that opportunity where that student can come in. We will set them up with, a student and they can shadow to see if this is what they really want to do. Some of our programs require that some shadowing happen prior to them completing their application. So that way they can see what the profession is going to be like before they tie themselves into that profession. Because, you may end up not liking it. Because, some people that does research and says, yes, there's great money in healthcare, which there is, but then I don't like blood. Okay, well, well, patient care is not for you. Let's go another route in healthcare. You'll still be in healthcare, but go for another route. So we try to encourage the students to do their research and, see what the career has to offer, so that they're making educated decision on what they want to do. And for most part, we do have those students that already know this is what I'm going to do, and they pull through and make it happen. And then, of course, you may have those one or two that are forced into the profession and may not like it. And some of them that are forced into the position and the profession may not like it at the beginning, but then really end up liking it at the end. So there's different gamuts of the situation.
Yeah, I agree with that. I talked to so many different people, and they might have a great passion for healthcare, but then they've never really seen a patient with blood, or just to say that, and then they faint, and they're like, oh, wow, that's a problem. But was it a one-time thing? Is it something that is just, they can't handle? But then, as you stated, the healthcare field is so large. You can still help people if you don't necessarily have to be at the bedside. And I've seen this now, this intersection between health and information technology. They're going hand in hand. They're starting to look at data, how to use predictive analytics, how to use some of these real world high-end technologies to expand healthcare, the reach, the accessibility, and the affordability, as we see now, with telehealth, remote patient monitoring. Are you having coursework in that area? Are you teaching that in that area, or are you seeing that trend as well?
We are seeing that trend, that we do have an associate's in health information technology. So it's for those students that want to be in healthcare, but not necessarily on the patient care side. And we do see that shift with telehealth and everything else, especially now during that pandemic. So we're actually in the process of developing a certificate course for physician assistants or advanced nurse practitioners to learn more about telehealth. So that's coming soon, because we have to shift based on the demand that's out there, because we have partnership with our local hospital system, and we want to make sure that we meet those needs of the hospital system and our community at large. So to make sure that everything that's needed in our community is right here in our community and not going outside to get it.
This episode is brought to you by 5-Star BDM. 5-Star BDM is a professional consulting and advisory group keenly focused on business development services for small to mid-sized businesses and entrepreneurs. Although every business is unique, they often share challenges that can be addressed through smart branding. Services include process improvement in operations, digital strategy and transformation, business intelligence, digital marketing, and personal branding. Our 5-star business and personal branding company has helped a number of professionals and organizations to optimize and grow. The result is more business, more opportunities, better reach, positive outcomes. Please visit www.5starbdm.com to learn more and view all the episodes of Follow the Brand. So that's great. So what I'm seeing is you've got a lot of different courses, you've got a lot of different avenues for growth. And then when they come out of the college, is it a bachelor's of science? Is it a bachelor of arts? I mean, what do they come out with? What was the actual certification?
So it depends on the program that they're studying. So we have from certificate programs, which is college credit certificate programs or college technical certificate programs, all the way to a bachelor's degree program. So we have the physician assistant program that they earn not only a bachelor's but a master's degree with a memorandum of understanding with Nova Southeastern University. So our physician assistant graduates with both the bachelor's and the master's degree at the same time. And we also have the medical laboratory sciences bachelor's degree. We have several associate's degree and several certificates. So it all depends on the career path that a student decides to go on. And sometimes they come in at entry level, they want to do the certificate program and then upscale as they go along into an associate's or even a bachelor's degree and beyond once they leave what hear from us.
So you got all kinds of time commitments. They could do a course in a matter of months, maybe, 2 years, and then 4 or 6 years, depending on, what it might be. So you have options.
Absolutely. And you have to have options, because you never know where you have that person that's in a different field for 20 years and then, decides that we're going to go back to school for something else. And we saw that within a year and a half ago. I mean, how many people have switched their careers because the career no longer exists or is in demand because of this pandemic? And moved into the healthcare sector or even the IT sector, moving in those areas. So we make it pretty much flexible where students can come in. They can get a taste of what healthcare is on the certificate level, and then they can upskill themselves as time goes by into an associate degree or even a bachelor's degree.
Let me ask you this. So because you're at the dean level, a lot of people, I don't know, what are the major challenges? Like, what's your major challenge as a dean of health, life sciences that you are experiencing and that you'd like to go ahead and solve?
Brent, that's actually a great question. That is actually a great question. One of the challenges. My challenge is that I have is to make sure that the student completes. That's a challenge that I have in my head, because I want to make sure that you start and you finish by any means necessary. And that's my job, right? My job is if that student needs something because they're living out of their cars, or they don't have food, or they don't have tuition, or they don't have babysitting, what can we as a college, we as a community can do to assist that student in order for them to finish their career goal and eventually be upskilled and be a working citizen in Miami-Dade County or South Florida? That's my challenge. My challenge is to try to provide what we can, give the student all the resources they need in order to be successful. One thing I've always said to students is, we don't just go to school just to go to school. We go to school to change our lives, to be better, if it's financially or just to have that goal to say, you know what, I've always wanted to be this person. So now I have the opportunity to do so. But for the most part, people go to school in order to make a better income for themselves or their family. And sitting in this seat, that's my job, is to provide the other resources that you may not think about or you may not have access to in order to complete what you already started. Completion is super important for me. And, we need to start and finish, not give up in between, or in the middle of the process. Start and finish. And if there's any roadblock in between there, I'm here to try to assist the best way I can in order for you to accomplish your dreams.
And I am so glad you said that, Alwyn, because every year, just like we probably just went through it here, back in December, you see a lot of people graduating, and they're getting their cap and gown, and they're, attaining, their certification or their AA, their BA, their BS, their master's, their PhD, and the like. And we have to realize the journey that individual went through. It's not just getting that piece of paper and, now go out in your quest, man. They've gone through a journey to accomplish this goal. And in a lot of cases, they might be the first person in their family to achieve that type of education. And it starts to have a spark like, okay, this particular cycle that we've been in, maybe it's now starting to come to a close. So we want to open some doors. That's one of the things I do for the show, Follow the Brand. I want to be a beacon of light and hope that I bring together certain parts of our community together to lay a path forward. Here's an opportunity. Here's something that you can take advantage of, and that we're going to help you complete that, man. That is so powerful. So we're not just going to sit here, take your tuition money, put you on your path, hope you either cut bait or fish. You got to do, one of the two. Now let's help you to mentor you to a point where you actually are successful and that you're a working member of this community. So I applaud you for that. That was wonderful.
Yeah, and that's our ultimate goal, Grant, is to make sure that, all citizens, not only just Miami-Dade County, but all citizens are productive citizens in society, and that's what we do. We do it very well. We do it very well. There's, we have a lot of partnerships that provide scholarships to students, so they're able to complete their educational goals. We have a lot of partnerships. I can give you an example of one right now through the Lennar Foundation, that we are paying for a student. If a student wants to become emergency medical technician, we will pay for the entire thing 100% free. All that student has to do is apply to the program. And pull their weight, meaning
you got to complete the class, but still, just that's knowledge and access that you have to have, and I try to expand our reach so this message really gets out to the community. It's like, hey, here's an opportunity. So many young people out there. What am I going to do? I'm getting out of high school. I don't even know my next move. What do I want to do? You want to make that false move and, do something that could spin your life around for, 4 or 5 years doing nothing. So you want to be able to have a path forward and take a look at your skills. What does it take to get to you want to go? And I think healthcare is definitely a viable path. Miami Dade College has been there for a lot of us, and I know you're already present in the high schools. But it definitely is a two-way street. You've got to apply yourself. And what I just heard from you today is that we will help pull you up the mountain. Okay. Right?
We will. Just do your part. You do your part. We will do our part.
I tell you, before we let you go, I want to give you the mic. I want you to be able to just, whatever we didn't talk about already, that you wanted to articulate about yourself, about the program, about healthcare, the healthcare industry in general, our pandemic that we've all been going through, whatever you want to leave the audience with, because we have a large healthcare and information technology audience there. The demographics range all the way from people that are very early careers to senior executives or people that have retired. What would you like to leave them with as your parting thoughts?
One thing I can say is this, and I'll take it back to the college, because I believe that education is the key that opens the door to opportunity. That's what I feel. That's what I know within my heart. And I can tell you that Miami Dade College provides that opportunity for students. I'm a living example of that. Without Miami Dade College, I don't know where I would be today, right? And I was fortunate enough to come here as a student, to receive scholarships as a student, to leave the college, come back in as a professor, move from a professor to a chairperson, move from a chairperson to the dean of health sciences. The opportunities are there. And this opportunity is afforded to me because of the lessons and the ability to be around great professors, great administrators while I was here at the college, and just was just pretty much a beacon of hope to change my trajectory of life. And so I can tell you, if you're looking for a career in healthcare, there is absolutely no better place to go than to Miami Dade College Medical Campus. If you're looking for a college experience, period, Miami Dade College is where you need to be. They are here to support you and to make sure that you are successful. We like for you to start and finish, but not start and not finish. We're student first driven. We believe in student. We believe in a culture of care. We're here to support. And that's what I want to leave your audience with, to let them know, someone out there that is in cross of opportunities or profession and is not sure where they want to land. Think about Miami Dade College. Think about Miami Dade College. It's here to support those that are in Miami-Dade County and beyond.
Well, I'm certainly thinking about Miami-Dade College and what you're doing over there. As a matter of fact, how can the audience get in touch with you in case they have additional questions?
So we can be reached at our main website at www.mdc.edu/medical, or you can call my office at 305-237-4412. Once again, 305-237-4412. So Grant, before you go, I want to do one plug. We do have our annual health fair that is going to be on February 26th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. We serve over 2,000 residents in Miami-Dade County. So please come out and support that. We give free screening, healthcare screening to every and anyone in the community. So that's one of our signature events here at the medical campus, and that'll be taking place on February 26th.
That is wonderful news. Now, hey, got any other plugs you want to put out there? Put them out there. Where can we get our surgical masks? Where can we get our vaccines? Where can we get our shots? I mean, whatever you got there, let's let it go.
Well, hey, listen, you can get your vaccine and your test at the North Campus, Miami-Dade College North Campus. Go visit.
That's wonderful. That's what I want to know. We want to get past this COVID pandemic as quickly as we can, educate ourselves and keep ourselves safe. This has been wonderful, wonderful. And so I can't wait for this particular episode to air. We will air it quickly. We're going to get it out there so everybody can take advantage of what you're doing there at the college and make sure that every single one of us have the opportunity to get an education. Thank you very much, Alwyn.
Thank you, sir. Good seeing you, Grant.
Yes, likewise. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.